Welcome back. It's an incredible story of survival. A 67-year-old fisherman lost at sea for 12 days after rough weather struck off the coast of Hawaii. As Sara Sidner reports, his rescue came just in time.
Rescuers thought he had died at sea, but after nearly 2 weeks in rough seas, fisherman Ron Ingraham is clearly alive and well enough to crack jokes.
I was out of water, but I hydrated on fish. I'm a fisherman, so I caught fish, and that's what wasn't as good as a sushi bar, but that's how I hydrated.
A true fisherman's tale that could have ended in disaster. On Thanksgiving Day, he made this call for help as his 25-foot sailboat was taking on water.
This is Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. I'm in the middle of Alinui Channel. Small boat, danger of sinking.
He says currents sucked his boat 200 miles away from where he was trying to go in the waters off the Hawaiian island of Oahu.
I tried all through the night. Weather came up. I couldn't make it. I was going backwards all night long.
After 4 days, the Coast Guard called off the search for the boat. They simply couldn't find it. That's when Ingram's son Zachary got a call from the Coast Guard telling him his dad was missing.
I was crushed like, anybody would normally feel after they find out their dad's probably gone.
Miraculously, after 12 days at sea, a Navy ship found the 67-year-old and his boat after the Coast Guard heard a short mayday call from Ingraham, and his son received yet another call from the Coast Guard.
They said, "We found your dad," and I had this image of somebody floating with a life vest around him that, wasn't alive. And I says, "Well, okay, was he with his fishing boat when you found him?" They says, "Oh, no, we found him and his boat. He's alive and he's well." So, yeah, it was awesome.
Found dehydrated and desperate for food, and still, Ingraham refused to leave without his boat. He not only uses his boat to make a living, but it's also his home. So the Coast Guard towed it back to shore. Ingraham gets his battered boat, and Zachary gets his dad.
Best Christmas present ever.
Ron's son Zachary told me that the two had lost touch, that they hadn't spoken to each other in about 20 years, and that he was looking for his father, and he was hoping that this would not be the way that the two got reunited. But it turns out his father is fine, and he plans to go visit him. He says this is a real lesson for people to remember to stay in touch with your family members because you never know when they might be gone. Back to you guys.
A remarkable tale of survival and a great reunion for a father and son. I'm Lynda Kinkade. Thanks so much for joining us. I'll be back with a check of the headlines in just a moment.